Ah, so beautiful. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on the FRS again. Main thing we want to get done today, get the kit fitting 100% properly. So I got the over fenders on, those all fit good. The only thing I really have left to do that I'm gonna have to modify anything with is the side skirts, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So my first concern is this little gap right here. It's not a big deal. I could always, I think I mentioned it before, but I can put little some rubber in there. But I wanted it just to fit right up on the car, just like that. So I think I should be able to get it to fit like that. Number two is this here. I don't like how this is just loose from the front fender. I have a pretty good idea of what I'm gonna do here. I want to be running inner front fenders on here for a few different reasons. One, I live on a gravel road. Two, I don't like this gap right here because I live on a gravel road and these tires have been kicking up rocks all up inside the side skirts. I don't know if you can see down there. Can you see that? All those rocks down there. And three, with an inner fender, I should be able to somehow, instead of attaching it up here, this skirt to the fender here, I want to attach it with like a piece of plastic right here, so it just holds everything together. So that is what we're going to be working on today. I'm trying to think of where I want to start. So I think I'll probably add a screw here. There's only one here. So I'm going to push that all the way in, add a screw there. So that should hold that whole bottom section in pretty nice. And then I might add a screw from right here to right there, like under the kit somehow. Yeah, I think that would actually look really freaking nice. So there's a bolt here, from here to here. That's not even tight yet. That's why there's a little gap. So that'll tighten that up. And I might add another one up here, just to hold that in. So let me get to work. I'm gonna pull this little skirt off right now and see what I can figure out. Don't mind the nasty car though. I was out drifting, or trying to drift in the snow with this thing. It wasn't really working. This thing's not really the best car to drive in the winter, but if you followed me on Instagram, you would have saw that I was trying to have some fun in the car. It is fun though, definitely a lot of fun. Probably not as fun as that thing or the Forester though. I thought I had the bolt in there, just not tight, but turns out I don't have any bolt in there at all. I'm wondering if I just attach or push that all the way in and bolt it tight. This isn't really crunching together. I might have to loosen these bolts up to get this to pull all the way together. I'm gonna do that real quick, just to make sure everything's gonna fit properly. The good thing with these rubber inserts I have in the body is it will allow for some movement. So just like that, I'm gonna loosen some more up so there's not pressure on it. But what I was saying earlier, before I went off on a little tangent, is I wonder if I could throw this bolt in here, tighten it up, if it would hold it all the way to the body. There's also a little, some sort of little clip under there. Let me see what I can do. I wonder how everyone else does it with these RallyBackers. Let's go ahead and pull this panel off all the way. So you see this little tab right here? Can't really see what I'm doing over here. Let me adjust the camera. So there's this little tab here. What is this supposed to do anyway? Oh, wait. Is this double side tape right here? It is. Wow, that's awesome. Okay. That makes me feel a little better. So this tab right here, can you guys see this? There's double side tape on it, so that actually is gonna help stick it to the body all the way. The only thing I'm seeing with that is it's like a one-time use, which I don't really like. I'd make it bolted in somehow to where it's gonna fit 100% perfectly. I guess I don't really need this tape on here. Okay, so let's see if I'm gonna go ahead and throw this panel back on the car. I'll probably add another screw down here where I was talking about, and then that's kind of cool that I know that tapes to the car, but like I said earlier, I kind of want it permanent. Let's throw the screw in. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a bolt in back here so I can get that lined up perfectly, which I might have to pull the wheel off for. I'm just gonna do that anyway, actually. No, I'm not actually. With this weak fitment, I should be able to get my hand up in here. Screw it. Let's pull off the wheel. Okay, let's see how good we can get this to fit. Should be a little easier now with no wheel on it. Still a little gap back here. I'm not liking that. What could I do? Another tiny screw? I'll just loosen the rest of the bolts on this quarter panel piece and see what we can do. Okay, so pretty loose there. That looks pretty damn good. What do you guys think? So there's a little screw hole. There's a little screw hole here. I'm gonna have to. I'll put that into the there. I don't know how I'm gonna attach these yet. I don't know if I want to rivet it, which would kind of be more permanent, or just use the screws like I've been using. They're like hidden anyway under the wheel. I don't need really nice hardware on there, so I'll throw a screw in there for now, and then maybe figure something else out in the future. All right. So what I'm gonna do for up here, I'm gonna push this all the way in, pull it down like that, and mark it exactly where these two line up, right up front. And then I'll pull it off the car, both these panels, drill a tiny hole in each panel and just bolt it together. And then I'll have it bolted in the rear. So I'm essentially taking these two panels, making them one, because I want them to fit as best as I can get them to fit. And then from there I'll add a little screw down there. So let's go ahead and get some stuff marked up, dry it off. My nice little towel here, aka sweater. And then I'm gonna add a few little lines here and there. Just so I can keep everything lined up perfectly. And I'm also gonna keep it bolted together back here. So let's go ahead and pull this panel off, or both these panels off. I don't even know why I'm trying to show you guys this. It's kind of sketchy holding this whole panel with one hand. I'm gonna go lay it up on the table right there with a blanket down. Guess I didn't really need to put those lines in because I just left it all bolted together. So pretty much, guys, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna line these two exactly up, butt to butt. The whole point of this is trying to get this panel flush to the car. So line these two up, and I'm gonna attach these. I might add 2 more holes, to be honest. I think I'm going to. So a hole here and a hole here. Just like for a 6mm bolt, nothing huge. And I'm gonna throw a clamp on it where I'm next to where I'm drilling, just so I can make sure it's not gonna move around at all. Let's go. That'll work perfect. So the first hole I'm gonna drill is gonna be up here, which might be kind of hard to do. I may have to mark it somehow, take the two panels apart. What can I do here? This is not going to be the most efficient or mathematical way of getting these two to fit properly, but it's the only way, or it's a fast way of doing it. So I'm taking a marker, I'm going to draw a little line here, exactly where these two are going, where I'm going to drill them, and I'll go a little bit in on each one. So I'm saying about a 1/4 inch down on both panels. That should be pretty easy to do. I'm just looking in there, making sure those holes, or the little dots I made, will line up perfectly, and they do. So I mean, you don't have to make it super complicated. That should be pretty easy to drill now. I guess I don't need to unbolt them either. I'll just grab a little drill bit for now. I always try to start off with something really small, in case I make a mistake, I can redo it. And then from there, work my way up. So when I bought my front lift, they sent me a bunch of extra these tiny bolts. They're actually pretty nice bolts with washers on them. So that's what I'm going to be using to attach these two panels together. Still a tad bit too small. Couldn't be better. Like I said, I don't really want to rely on this freaking, that little tab right there. Because what happens if I want to pull the kit off, then I have to replace the tape every time. I'd rather unbolt something and then versus tape it. I'm gonna add one more of these bolts right up here. So this is exactly how you have to modify any, you pretty much need to modify any kit you buy to get it to fit exactly how you want to on your car. It's relatively easy to do, guys. You just gotta do a few things here and there and it'll fit perfectly. Unless you're buying like a replica kit, I don't really know because I've never ran one. I've heard good and bad things with rep kits though. So as you guys can see, there's still a little gap on top. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab sandpaper and sand on this very top panel, the quarter panel itself, because it's too thick there, which is not making the quarter panel and the side skirt sit all the way to the car. So I'm just gonna grab some 40 grit sandpaper and sand it down real quick. So here's the finished product. I got both these screwed in down here. Don't mind the miscolored screws. Those are temporary. That gap's all good to go there. Perfectly line up there. No gaps, no gaps, no gaps. The rear, this bumper is like, it's a little loose. So it's kind of sticking out. So there's a little bit of a ledge there. Not a big deal, nothing crazy. That looks pretty damn good there. There's a little gap there. Lines up perfectly there. Along the rear bumper, lines up awesome. I'm just really happy I'm not having to use any rubber gaskets or seals or anything crazy like that on the car. I think it's gonna look a lot cleaner without any of that. So I'm moving on to the passenger side. This side is gonna be a completely different animal because there's some pretty big gaps here I'm gonna have to deal with. So there'll be a lot of sanding done on this panel here, which is okay. I'm completely fine with sanding a little bit. Not a big deal, it's actually pretty fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and bust out the passenger side. Start the time lapse now. Here is the passenger side fitment. Got everything really, really good. Almost even better than the driver's side, except in here. And there's nothing I can do about it. I cannot get that gap to tighten up more because it's hitting up here. I could keep sanding that down, but there won't be anything left of the kit up here. And then it up here from this panel to this panel, this would be sticking way in. So unfortunately, I cannot get that any better. There's nothing I can really do about it unless I want to put some sort of rubber seal in there, which I don't really want to do. But I mean, from a foot away, 2 feet away, it looks pretty damn good. Overall, I'm very happy with it. This thing's just getting closer and closer by the damn day. It's amazing. Like, look at this thing. It's crazy. So tomorrow's video, it's gonna be about trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for inner fenders and getting this all tightened up there. So it's gonna be a pretty interesting video as well. I'm trying to show you the ins and outs of every single thing you're gonna need to do if you guys are putting a wide body kit on your car yourself. So today I was getting everything to fit properly, exactly how you want it, all the gaps, lines, everything lined up as good as you can get it. I got it as close as I possibly could on this car. I'm very, very happy with how it turned out. So it's definitely coming along. It's been a lot of work though, guys. It's a lot of work to do a wide body on a car. Some of you guys have noticed, if you're wondering why my headlights are off, the right side projector in the Spectre headlights was loose, so they actually mailed me a brand new set right under there. I just gotta put them back in. So the projector was loose. Every time you'd hit a bump, you'd see the light like bouncing around. Very good warranty though. I contacted them about it, sent them a little video clip, and they mailed me out a brand new set immediately. So very happy with that. So that is gonna wrap up today's video, guys. It's also probably gonna be the last day you're gonna see this beautiful face with this disgusting beard. Beautiful face. So it's gotta go. It's been 2 weeks now. A lot of you have been hounding me to keep it, so I kept it for a while. It's been 2 weeks, it's gotta go. It's gotta go. So next video, it may be gone, we'll see. But that's gonna go ahead and wrap up the video here. Kit's coming along very, very nice. Really hope you guys are enjoying this build as much as I am. It's been a huge project. It's a lot of work, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun building this car. And this is gonna be by far my favorite car I've ever built out of 15, 16 cars I've had. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. And I've got some very exciting things coming for this car. So make sure you guys stay tuned for all that. Now, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. And if you thought this episode was pretty good, hit that thumbs up button down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. So I'm pulling it off these ramps, right? Look how low it is. The whole thing, the whole bumper, the kit, everything's hitting on the ramps, even from the back. That's how you know you're low.